Hello again. Um, right now, I just feel like I want to address the uncomfortable topic of preconceived notions about sex, especially when you have been abused or molested or raped. Things change inside of your mind and inside of you when it comes to that. So, for me, for example, um, for the majority of my life, I felt as though I was obligated to sex. I felt like I had to give sex to my partner to keep them happy so that they wouldn't leave me or so that they wanted to be with me. And I never felt like I could say no. I never felt like I had that choice. That didn't occur to me until I was in my marriage that I talked about in the previous video. We were married for 10 years, and it was a pretty toxic marriage. But so I just never, the way that he wanted to do things was uncomfortable and painful to me, but I never felt like I could say no. I needed to keep him happy in that way. I didn't feel like I could draw boundary lines for myself. One day, just while trying to better myself, learn myself, doing research and writing, it just occurred to me that I have a fucking choice. I have a choice. I don't have to say yes. I don't have to do it the way that he wants to do it. And I did that. I wanted to do it not just my way. I wanted to be able to share in it and enjoy it and not just have to do it in a way that wasn't fun. And when we got divorced and I started dating again and I got to have fun with it. And I found out that I really like sex. But in the way that I do. Everybody's different. And it's after being raped and sexually abused, it was terrifying. Sex in any fashion was terrifying. Kissing boys was terrifying until I realized that I had some power, that I have some say so when it comes to it. And it can be enjoyable and it can be a fun experience and something wonderful and amazing and intimate that you can share with your partner, as long as you don't feel as though you're forced to. You shouldn't have to feel like you're forced to. I just want to empower men and women alike to feel like they have a choice. And if the person that you're with is not okay with or gets angry at you because you decide that you don't want to, then that's not healthy. And I'm not going to be the one to say, well, you need to leave them right away. You need to do this, you need to do that. But maybe it's a discussion that needs to be had. Maybe it's a serious thing that needs to be talked about. I did some research, like I was looking at some statistics, because it's hard to address a topic that so many people have very vast opinions on and different experiences in regards to, because we all have our own sexual experiences. We all have our own opinions on the matter. And not everybody has been raped or molested or had really uncomfortable or scary situations regarding sex. Not everybody has had those in their life. So I just was looking, and there's a bunch of different websites about sexual assault, and I was looking specifically for American statistics, so for in the United States, because I don't live in another country, so I want to address what is happening here. My phone's falling. So pretty terrifying, but it says every 98 seconds, an American is sexually assaulted, and every 8 minutes, that victim is a child. 1 in 5 girls and 1 in 20 boys has suffered child sexual abuse. So with those kind of numbers, don't you think that this is an important topic that we need to discuss? Because we do have so many unhealthy outlets that have to do with sex that maybe show us things that are wrong or right. I don't know. I mean, I guess in regards to that, I'm maybe referring more towards like porn, which I'm not going to be the one to say it's bad or it's good, but I can say that I have witnessed in previous relationships how it can be unhealthy. Because when somebody is regularly watching porn, They are from what I have experienced. So remember, I'm not a doctor. I don't have a psych degree. I am talking about my own personal experiences and my own personal opinions in regards to these things. So you are welcome to disagree. I'm just opening up the topic of discussion. I feel like it needs to be talked about, and I feel like it needs to not be something that's hidden and tucked under the rug. I feel like we need to address these problems. So for me, and I'm just using porn right now as an example. So there's lots of other things that we could probably discuss on that topic, but I don't want to do another 30-minute video. We're just going to start with another maybe 10 minutes. We'll see. But so porn, and the people that I've been with that had, who were very avid porn watchers, at first it was like one of those things where I don't know how I feel about it, because you're watching other people get off. And what about watching me? What about us doing that together? Why wouldn't we share in that together? And then you see that some of it gets pretty violent, and sometimes people like that in the bedroom with their partner, and that's fine. I'm not judging that at all. But what if your partner doesn't like that, and that's what you have programmed yourself by watching those shows? What if that's what you've programmed in your mind, and now all of a sudden you're that partner that they had horrible sex with because they wanted it this way, and your partner was afraid to say no? I mean, having had those experiences myself, I just feel like not everybody has those experiences, but I just want to bring it up. I just want to say that I feel like we should all just be aware of the way, not just the way that we treat each other in our day-to-day lives, but the way that we experience sex, and the way that we talk about sex, and the way that we treat our partners in the bedroom or the living room or the laundry room or the car, whatever. And I just, coming from somebody who has felt like I've had to and I couldn't say no, and who has been put in the situations where it was really uncomfortable and felt unsafe, it's pretty freaking great and empowering to discover that you can say no, that you don't have to do it. And if your partner doesn't like it, then they don't have to like it. And you can walk away, and you can find a partner that you enjoy having sex with, or not have sex at all if you don't want to. That's super empowering, especially from a woman, and I can speak from a woman's point of view. I can't speak from a man's because I've never been a man, and I'll never be a man because I was not born with those chromosomes. But I can say that to both men and women alike, sexual abuse, sexual assault, rape, molestation, those are real things that people experience every day in America. And if you have had to experience those things, it hurts. And it changes things inside of you and the way that you view things in the world. But you can open your mind and your heart, and there are people you can talk to, and you're not alone. And I am one of those. So you can message me, you can comment. Be nice, please, because this is a very personal thing to talk about and share. And I want for others to feel like they can have that open discussion. We need to bring this out in the open and not keep it a secret, because it is humiliating. It's humiliating, but it's something that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be stopped. And the way that people are affected by it and have to live with it for the rest of their lives in secret isn't fair. I want to bring this to light, and I want it to be something that's discussed. And I want us to be able to share and make the world a better place, because we're having these open discussions about things that are so ugly and so horrible to have to talk about and address. On that note, I hope that you have a great day, and I hope that you feel like you now have somebody that knows your pain to an extent. And maybe eventually we can talk about it in more detail. I'm just getting started on these videos, so I'm not like a professional yet. I don't know if maybe I should be doing more or finding a way to have more of a discussion on it. But for now, you're not alone. Yeah. So message, comment, like, and share. And I'll be posting more videos soon, maybe hopefully about something a little bit more lighthearted. Okay, thanks.